Hi guys, this is your girl Kiba and welcome to my spiritual journey. Hope everybody is doing great out there in the world. Hope you're getting through the pandemic and moving forward with life. Today we're going to be talking about transitioning yourself for your child when they're going into adulthood. So I feel like a lot of people struggle with getting over that hump that your child is about to become an adult. So first of all, you want to reprogram yourself. All the things that you were doing when they were children, that was what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to guide them and nurture them and teach them the way. And they were children. You were supposed to adult them and teach them what they needed to know to become successful adults. Second of all, you want to start this process when they're around 16. 16 is a great time when they're starting to make lots of more changes, and you want to transition your mind. You want to give them a little leeway. You want to start changing the way that you babyfied them, or when they were toddlers and the junior high and different things like that. Now they're in high school. They're learning how to drive. They becoming an individual. Third, you want to change your conversation with them, your approach with them. You got to start, instead of barking orders at them, you want to start talking to them like they are an adult. No, at 16 they are not an adult, but they are going into that stage. You want them to have you want to have like a medium ground with them. You want to be able to not necessarily like be their best friend per se. You still want to be their parent, but you want to have an open line of communication so they will feel comfortable talking to you. If you think that your child is having a difficult time coming to you about things, there's nothing wrong with getting them a little counseling or help along the way. They offer different programs within the schools that could help you with that. Remember that once you were their age. We were all their age at one point in time. So don't think that you're better than what they are now. Or I can't believe that they acting like this. Just remember when you were their age, you were acting a certain kind of way as well. You had your hormones going on. You had your peers that you were trying to impress. You had a lot going on your table. And just remember that your child has to go through that as well. They have to get over that hump of becoming the person that they need to be. Trust what you have instilled with them. You are your child first teacher. So you teach them what they need to know to succeed as a successful adult. Everything is trial and errors. Of course, no one goes to school to learn how to be a parent. But you want to trust that you're giving your child the right information so they can be successful. You want to talk about like their future plans and their goals. You want to give them the necessary life skills. Some of us, we just went off what our parents told us and they went off what they knew. So once you figure out that there's more things to learn to succeed in life, then you make sure your child know that. You want to talk to them about their credit score, their bank accounts. You want to talk to them about sexual behaviors, and you just want to really get in tune with what your child is going through at this age, because once they get into that adult stage, young adults, 18, 19, and 20, they still trying to figure things out. So while they're figuring things out, college-wise, are they going to go to get a job? You want to still be there for guidance. So you're not just like turning your back on them or just throwing them out to the wolves. and you don't want to be overbearing. You don't want to be one of those overbearing parents where your child feel like they can't come to you now as an adult. So you want to make sure that communication is well. You want to give them the respect that you would want. And what I mean by that, you have some parents that feel like, oh, I'm their mom or I'm their daddy, they better do what I say. Well, when they become adults, you have to kind of back up a little bit and allow them to be the adult that you pretty much instilled them to be. You can't just go barking orders or pulling out your belt or you about to put them on punishment. What you look like at a child 16, 17 years old, and you still giving them a whooping or putting them on punishment, different things like that. Especially when they go into their college years, from anywhere from 18 to 25, and you trying to run their life still, you trying to run their household, and they pretty much are trying to figure their life out and what road they want to take in life, and you have to get out of their way. Sometimes parents are overbearing and they are in the way of the child succeeding and doing what they want to do. Sure, we all have lots of goals and things that we want for our children, but they still have a mind of their own. You tell them to be individual, you tell them to be a leader, so why not allow them to lead the life that they need to lead for themselves? When you're talking to your children, when they become young adults, don't make everything a lecture. When they calling you on the phone or they coming over to see you or you going to see them whatever the case may be, everybody's not looking for some type of lecture to be lectured on or just talked down on and different things like that. Sometimes they're looking for just a listening ear. They're looking for you to just continue to be there for them. There's nothing wrong with giving your opinions and your advice to your young adults and your children, but just know that they still have a mind of their own. And just because they don't want to do the things that you want them to do, that does not make them a bad person. Just remember, you did not wake up with everything all together. You had to go through trials and tribulations as well. So do your child. So do your child going into adulthood. They're going to have to go through things and learn from their mistakes, and they're going to have to figure things out. So remember that when you're transitioning your child into adulthood, you want to make sure that you still have a great relationship with them, but you don't want to push them away as well. You being that overbearing parent and trying to be controlling of them, you can't push them away without they're hiding things from you. Everything is a big secret. They don't want to tell you anything, and then you look up and something happens, good or bad, and you like, well, I didn't even know because they didn't tell me. That's because you have pushed them away and they don't feel comfortable talking to you about certain things. So keep that in mind when your child is going into adulthood. There are going to be changes, and you have to be ready for those changes. They're going to be huge changes because what you used to do with them as a kid, they're not a kid anymore. Now they are an adult, and now it's time for you to sit back and watch what they do and see what you have taught them was successful. And they're going to still learn. We all going to still learn. So you got to keep that in mind as well. Remember that everything is not about you. You have to listen to what your children want as well, especially when they're going into adulthood. They might have they will, it's not might, they will have their own ideas and things that they want to do. So, on that note, I hope someone learned something today. Don't forget to follow me and like and share. And thank you for joining me on my spiritual journey. You have a great day. Bye-bye.